Listen up. You're tuning into the Entertainer Hotline podcast.
We keep it turned up.
With your host, Dbeatzz. Okay. Talk to him.
Boom! Welcome to another mad episode of the Entertainer Hotline. And you already know, we're live again, and this time we have a special guest in the building. You know what I mean? All the way from Jamaica with pure energy, the vibes, the one and only Courtni. And trust me, hold on a second, you know, I'm not ready yet. You understand me? She are the one will say, yo, when she whine and touch the ground, everything off we gonna lift up. So guess what we know? You see, anytime we drop this episode, everything off will lift up. Boom. Big up yourself, Courtni. Welcome to the Entertainer Hotline.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. I'm so happy to be here.
True. Courtni, bless up yourself. Happy to have you on the Entertainer Hotline. How you feeling today? Let me know.
I'm feeling good. Happy to be here. Happy to be alive. Happy to, you know what I mean, have another chance at life, because every day is another chance, you know. So yeah, feeling very positive, very optimistic today. So yeah, I'm in good spirits. And how are you?
Listen to me. I'm hot. Blazing. Because you know already there's the Entertainer Hotline, so it's always hot. Always.
Always hot. I'm in the right place.
At the right time.
Yeah.
All right, so let's take it from the top. When did you first realize that music is your calling, and how did you find that sound in reggae dancehall space? Let me know.
That's such a good question. I've been singing since I was literally 6 years old. I'm from a musical family. My mother is also a singer, and my father is a musician, and my grandmother is a musician. So I have always been surrounded by music. And I have been, as I said, I have been singing since I was a child. So I was a festival baby, a JCDC baby. So I'm always in the competition. Then from prep school and then high school. I would say I've been singing professionally since, oh my gosh, I didn't even make a note of the year, but like since I was maybe, I don't know. Oh my gosh, that's such a good question. It's what, like, it's 2025 now. I would say from about 2015, around thereabouts. So I've been singing professionally for a little while now. I released my first original song like in 2020. And so it was sort of easy for me to find a sound to work with in terms of reggae and dancehall, because like I've been curating it since I was a child, I suppose. Just been playing around with different sounds. I've been writing music since I was in high school. I guess I would say I struggled a little bit at the start of it, like in high school, when I started writing my own original music. I was just like, what do I want to even sing about? But I definitely found a groove, and I work with it, and I've had so many influences in terms of musically, Anita Baker, Ella Fitzgerald, because I'm an old soul, but then also Damian Marley. Damian Marley did so much for me in terms of curating like my sound and what I want to write about and how I write as well. And yeah, so Damian Marley, I would say, has been the biggest influence in terms of how to write and how to tell a story and just that sort of thing. But I've also had a lot of influences in terms of the vocal part of it. Like, as I said, Anita Baker, Ella Fitzgerald, Beyonce, everybody, to be honest, because I listen to everything.
Okay, cool. So you're based in Jamaica, the heart of the culture. How does being surrounded by that energy influence your creativity and music style?
Oh my gosh. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else, to be honest. I'm from Montego Bay, but I went to school in Kingston, and I'm back and forth between Montego Bay and Kingston a lot. Lived in Kingston for some time. I like to say I live in both Montego Bay and Kingston because, to be honest, at this point in time in my life, that's really what it's giving right now. So it's it's nice to be in those two places because so many things from those two places influence me. And sometimes I think of Kingston and Montego Bay as like two, not complete opposites, but they're opposites in their own little way. But with Kingston, Kingston is the heart of the culture.
Okay, okay. Best of
It,
both worlds. So next
definitely.
question. Next question. What's been one of the biggest lesson or moment that shaped you as an artist so far?
Hmm. What's been one of the biggest lessons? I would say, as I said, my mother is a singer. She's an entertainer. Her name is Karen Smith. She, watching her perform, every time, watching her perform all the time has been like me going to school. Um, how she connects with people, how she, you know, continues to be a professional no matter what situation that she's placed in, and just how she always put her best foot forward. So I would say, watching my mother perform and just watching her in a professional setting has definitely been the biggest lesson for me musically. And I would say, in terms of me performing and how I carry myself through the music industry, I definitely, whenever I have some moments where I'm in doubt, I just look within and I say, what would my mom do? Literally. And I do that. I emulate her as much as I can.
So all right then. Your mom, let me ask you now. Let's talk about B. Now you have to go transition now in a in a totally different person now. For your ear, we got triple B, big body Benz. Vroom,
Yes,
vroom. You know
sir.
what I mean? All right, now the streets is talking about this new single, and not just the street, but the net, because that's what really catch my eyes. When we say
Hmm.
BBB, I'm say yo Big Body Benz. I say yo, man, I fi find out about this Big Body Benz. You know what I mean? So Eddie, what does the title stand for? Which may I already know, and what inspire the vibe of this track? What inspire you to come up with Big Body Benz?
Okay, well, um, I named it BBB, Big Body Benz, because that's one of the nicknames that Jamaican men like to give women, bigger women, plus size women. And being a plus size woman, I made that song because I just feel like there should be more music in the space, in the Jamaican music industry, and just in the culture and in the space where bigger women are celebrated and where bigger women, are encouraged to celebrate how they look and take up space. And big up JLL. JLL is the producer of that track. And the first time I heard it, because the track was made first, the rhythm was made first. First time I heard it, I was like, yo, this is so hot. Like, me have to come good pan now, and I have to really, I say I have to really play around with, I don't know, something with confidence. This track is giving me confidence, so let me just play into that, and then that's what came out of it.
Okay, okay, okay. So let's talk about the process of making that track. From the beat to the lyrics. What was the vibe, the session, and the whole concept behind that? You know what I mean? Like, what was it? How you just, what, you hear the beat first, and you could just come up with the whole thing, and then more ask about the intro. The way you introduce a track, the way you say, yo, What you say? Sing it, baby, hear it. Are you want to hear sing it?
She's hot, she's blazing, everybody wants her name. Uh, you know, true story.
And then me go to the part. When she whine and touch the ground,
And everything I'm
everything I
gonna
figure
live
lift up.
Yeah. When she wanna touch it ground, everything I'm gonna live up. When she wanna touch it ground, everything I'm gonna live up. Yeah. I mean,
Well,
I said I have to, I have to grab your attention from the start of the song, and yeah, I heard the rhythm first. I heard the beat first, and I said, "Oh my God, this is wow, this is such a good rhythm." So I have to really like put my all into this one. And to be honest, the first time I heard it, when Jayla was playing it over and over again, cause me, I write a chorus first, and so I came up with a melody first, and I just thought about it, and I said, okay, this has to be something that has to do with dancing, moving, because I feel most confident when I'm dancing. I love to dance. I love to dance. I loved to dance actually before I knew I could even sing. And so I said,
okay.
let me tie in dancing into the song. Let me tie in dancing into the words, into the chorus. And so I came up with the chorus first. And at that time, I didn't know it was going to be called BBB. I didn't have that sort of attachment to it or anything like that. Um, but when I started writing the first verse, I said, when I came up with the chorus, I said, I'm going to call this song Big Body Benz, I think, because at the time, I think it was at that time or a little bit before that, I was dating a guy who used to call me that. Not exactly that, him used to call me AMG, which is, that line of the Mercedes Benz where it comes in a coupe or it comes in a truck. And so when him call me AMG, he's referring
Special
to the,
edition.
yeah, referring to the SUV. Referring to the SUV. So I was just like, okay, I like that. So, I said, let me lean into that. And that's how I came up with BBB and, Big Body Benz. And so, right out the gate, first line at the Big Body Benz, you sight it, you know.
Jesus, please listen to me. Listen, if it's even 100 copy of soul, I only stream 50 times. You got big things are going. B B B, Big Body
Thank
Benz. Yo,
you.
make sure someone go check it out, cause it's on all streaming platform. You feel me? Courtney, Big Body Benz, and she have the
Yes,
video for you too.
sir.
Check her out, yo. When she whine and touch the ground, honestly, everything really lift up. Go check it out. All right. So, what do you want the fans, especially the ladies, to take away from this track when they hear it?
I think add it to your playlist when you are getting ready to go out. Because that really, I feel like that is the perfect time to listen to that song. But also, I feel like the perfect time to listen to that song, besides when you're getting ready to go out, also when you feel like you need a little confidence boost, because I don't know, it's just something so beautiful about watching a woman, a confident woman. And I say I like to make music for the women that need a pick me up or already feeling confident and just want something fit to set them from 100 to about 500. You know what I mean? So I make music for the girls. So when you need a confidence boost or you have it already and you want to take it from one place to even out in the stratosphere, that is when you should be listening to BBB. And for all the bigger women, take up space.
All right. And me, I go tell you something. And also, you can listen to that track. Whenever a boy come to your boy and want to get a bicycle, you just pull out the big body Benz on him.
Exactly.
Yeah. You can't because you see you always save the best for last.
The best fella, I don't know. Eh, I feel like it should only be the best. So best for first, middle, last, everything. But I suppose, yeah, you can save the best for last. In certain situations, that's what's called for, yeah.
Okay. So let's take things a little further now. What else can we expect from Courtney? Like this year? Any new singles, an EP,
Definitely.
or an album?
I mean, how I'm feeling now, how my spirit is feeling now, a lot of times I go off of how my spirit is feeling. I feel like I'm still a relatively new artist, and I still want people to get used to, you know, my whole vibe, my aesthetic, my sound. And so I'm really focused on just singles right now. I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna be focusing more on projects next year, but I feel like in terms of this year, I want to release as many singles I can as I want to release as many singles as I can, and I have two more singles that I'm gearing up to release before the year is done. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. So next year for the EP and this and that, you know what I mean? But for
Sure.
now,
That's
singles.
okay. That's what's up. That's what's up. Is there any artists, local or international, you would love to collaborate with in the near future?
Damian Jr. Gang Marley, that is a no-brainer. No brainer. Damian Jr. Gang Marley. It would be a dream. I have so many more artists on my list as well, but I feel like number one is Damian Marley. I am a huge fan. He has made the biggest impact on me musically, and I feel like working with him would be literally a dream come true.
So, you hear that gun? Courtney.
Putting it out
She
there.
want you, she want to come link you.
Need it.
Big Body Benz. I could just
Yes,
roll up on
sir.
you in the studio and just do a collabo. Do it fair. Do it for the culture.
Do it for
Boom.
the culture.
Okay, you know say you can't depend on the entertainer hotline. I want to shoot off some quickfire vibe. If you know
Okay.
about the entertainer hotline, it's either the quickfire question or the quickfire freestyle. But that is not about it. We're gonna just have we're just give a quickfire vibes where we just ask you some question.
Okay.
Alright? Dancehall or reggae?
Both. I can't choose. Both.
Both?
Yeah, I'd have to say both. I really can't choose. Both.
Okay, cool. Studio or on the stage?
On the stage.
Writing your music at night or during the daytime?
Night. Night. I feel like night when everybody's asleep, it's quiet, it's the perfect time.
Okay. And one thing the fans don't know about you.
Hmm. One thing the fans don't know about
Don't
me.
be shy now.
No. I'm trying to think about something because I'm like an open book. I'm yapping all the time. I'm talking about things all the time. One thing the fans don't know about me, I feel like one thing the fans don't know about me is that I can play the piano, and I learned how to play the piano when I was 6. So I can play the piano.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. That's what's up. Any final messages you would like to share with your fans, the supporters, and everybody tuning in to the Entertainer Hotline? What you want them to know?
I would like them to know thank you so much for the support so far. And it is only up from here. Stream BBB and follow me on all social media platforms. Big things coming up. So many things, I'm just starting out. So, I'm like, and love and love alone, love and light. And bigger women, as I said before, take up space. The world needs us.
Oh my God. Oh Lord. Big things go. We see we have see big things going on on the Entertainer Hotline. And just in case you never know, Courtney, you're the first female guest to ever be on the Entertainer Hotline podcast. How is that?
I'm happy about that. I'm happy about that. Happy to be here.
Yeah, yeah. So you know, the Entertainer Hotline got big thing going on, even bigger now. So because we have Courtney on here, and we're gonna just let the people them know where they can check you out on social media.
Okay, so you can check me out on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Sing Courtney Sing. SINGCOURTNISING. And that's all one word.
Okay, okay, you hear that? Check her out. Sing Courtney Sing, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So you already know now. It's another episode of the Entertainer Hotline, and I'm your host, Dbeatzz. And big up yourself, Courtney, for passing through and shelling it down with us, making sure you stream our music, BBB, and she have another single to name Settle. Settle, you know what I mean? Check them out. She have a lot of stuff going on, man. She got big things going on. You understand me? So check it out,
Always.
like, share, and subscribe to the thing. And you know, until next time, we're out. Boom.
When me wanna touch it ground, everything I go lift up. When me wanna touch it ground, everything I go lift up. When me wanna touch it ground, everything I go lift up. Everything I go, everything I go. Greetings, my name is Courtney, and you're tuned into the Entertainer Hotline with Dbeatzz. Give thanks. When me wanna touch it ground, everything I go lift up. When me wanna touch it ground, everything I go lift up. Greetings, my name is Courtney, and you are tuned into the Entertainer Hotline podcast with Dbeatzz. Check it.